Alright, here we are guys, back for another tutorial here. Sakura holes. You can see we have a tailwind here, but I wanted to play this one a little bit different. I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing this with this type of wind unless you have really intermediate clubs, but I am going to do a layup shot for you guys just so you can kind of see the multiple ways that you're probably going to have to play this. Keep in mind, if you get any headwind of any kind, it's going to have to be a layup. So that's what you're going to see me do, kind of intentionally. Really no spin in this situation. And I'm just going to play that max ring adjustment, plus maybe just a tiny bit of curl just to kind of offset that ball guide. So what I do recommend is probably pulling out a Titan ball in these longer holes situations. And that's actually really well done. You can see that I'm really up here in a nice angled position to have a very good look from this fairway. And as I mentioned, my opponent here is going to be able to go for that other fairway. But this is also actually a tough wind for it as well. So things can go wrong. You're going to make sure that if you do go for it, that you're going to max curl it in a situation like this and also play it very aggressively. So looks pretty good from a standpoint. Let's see if, yep, with a great ball to the left, probably with that much curl, going to be okay. So there you can see, my opponent does get it down there far. You've already seen, me do that, get it down there. So do pay attention to the other tutorial so you can see kind of the multi ways of doing this hole. But I do want to make sure that you're covered, because there's going to be some times where you're only going to get it out this far and you're going to need to play this way as well. So in this situation, we're going to be shooting down to a lower target. I'll probably up my percentage. So in this situation, we're going to overplay these rings. I'm going to also kind of bump this up the hill, kind of maybe with a little bit of top spin, maybe even. At least I'm going to use no top spin. So at the very least, I'm going to go right here. So as I mentioned, 3-ish per ring, or 3 rings. So I'm going to need just a tiny bit of power. Getting a little bit short of time. You can see that I hit a great ball. And let's just see how this runs out. Looks pretty good, but the great ball is going to end up shooting it off to the left. But you can see I had very good distance control. If you didn't notice, there's kind of a new layout to the way this green plays. So, don't expect it to be like the old method. This is the new green. So this is, definitely another reason that I wanted to give you another look at this one, because it kind of has a unique shape to it now. You got to be a little bit more precise with the way that you played it. You used to be able to just funnel it towards the hole and kind of, you could even get lucky. Great ball it into the hole up the hill, for example. Now you don't have that same luxury. You're gonna have to go at this one right at the hole. You can't use that slope to kind of help you. So let's see how this plays out. Looks like my opponent's going Saturn backspin shot. I don't recommend doing that. What I usually do is maybe about 1 backspin, give or take, on a long iron approach. So right about 1 backspin, like I was mentioning, should be, where you bump it, one hop from the fairway into the green, probably about maybe 5 yards short of the pin, and then just let it roll out. So that's the way that I recommend. And, what is 5 yards? Maybe about, 5 grids, for example. But don't go more than that. So that's going to be kind of your maximum rollout capability with 1 backspin on this upslope. But good luck with that hole, guys, and I'll catch you guys for the shootout coming up.